Okay, welcome to my third custom build of the year. This is my Shin Musha Gundam. I've been working on this off and on at least since last September. As you can see, I am a slow builder. That's why it took me so long. And also I ran out of inspiration and laziness. This is my third custom build for the year. And in my opinion, that's just me, this is my best one yet. Maybe. I don't know. Some people might tell me wrong. And some people might tell me this looks like shit, you know? So, like all my custom builds, we'll go over the paints that I used and what I did with it overall. Of course, we'll start with the primer. This is the primer that I used, Mr. Surfacer 1200 right there. Boom. And then after that, I just went to town, you know what I'm saying? The first metallic color that I use is the DSPA? I don't know. Champagne silver. I mainly use that on the silver part, like the pipes and stuff over here, right there, and then the chest part and the leg parts right there. I use them all over the place. The next metallic color that I use is the Splash Gold paint. This is the secondary gold color that I use. It's mainly used sparingly. I didn't use it a lot because, you know, I didn't want it to be a focal point of the focal gold color for the build. And for that, I used it sparingly on the shoulders right there, and the chest area, the crotch, and, you know, it's mainly used for highlights and stuff. The next metallic color that I use is of course, my favorite kind of gold, which is the red gold from Mr. Color right there. That is the main gold that I used. I used it all over the place. The legs right there, this parts right here on the shoulder, on the chest, on the head. Yeah, it's just all over the place. It's really my favorite color. So after all that, we'll just go over the regular colors that was used for the build. The first one is the SMS Premium Red. It's a very bright red. It wasn't used as the dominant red color. It was just more like a highlight red for me. That's what I used it for. It was used on the shoulders right here too, on the legs right there. I don't know if people can see my pointer. Let me back out a little bit. Sorry, camera problems. Boom. Right there on the leg and the shoulders. Parts of, you know, it's just all over the place. And then the more dominant red that I use is the Splash Dark Red. Right there. This was the main color that I used for the build. That's the dark red right there, so you can see it looks more, I don't know if it's really red. Maybe it is. Yeah, it is. I would say it's dark red. And then after that, I barely used the white, and I think it worked so far, but I used the Splash Pure White, and it was mainly used on the head and on the chest and parts of the shoulder too. And lastly, the dark gray that was used for this build is the Mr. Color Ocean Gray. I don't know if people can see this. Let me. Ocean Gray. Boom. And that was used all over the place too, like on the foot, the leg armor there, the arms, and on the shoulder, and all over the place. Okay, so I'll quickly go over what I did with the build. I didn't do a lot to it. All I really did is scribe a little bit of more details in there, rescribe, and add 3D printed parts, and do some masking. This is the first time that I took masking more seriously than I usually would, and it kind of worked. There was some mistakes, and all I actually did when I saw those mistakes is hand paint them. That's all I really did. And now it's hard to find those mistakes. I mean, it's still there if you really search for it, but you can't see it from far away. You know, that's the point. My build is perfect, guys. But yeah, not a lot. I also did some armor splitting, well, actually unarmor splitting on the shoulders right here. What else did I do? I mean, not really a lot to it. Just, you know, slap a couple of 3D printed parts to it, and masking, scribing, and rescribing. That's all I really did. And to me, this is the best build I've made so far. Also, not my cleanest. It just looks clean from far away, you know. I think at this point, I was just like, I just wanted to finish the build so I can move on to a new one. Also, I didn't use a lot of decals for the kit. You know, I'm a big proponent of not using a lot of decals because your kit's gonna look like a freaking toy. But yeah, I mean, not a lot was done. Oh, I also did a little bit of plating on the legs right there. You're gonna see it once I show off more of the up close shots of the build. You know, and it's nothing crazy. I didn't really go full crazy on it, but yeah, not a lot of things were done to it. And what else could I talk about? Oh yeah, like, I don't know if I've mentioned this before. This is my very first time doing a matte finish, and I actually like it better with a matte finish than a gloss finish. And I think I'm a believer. I think I'm gonna switch to matte finish from now on, because I get to show off more details on these videos that I make, as opposed to like if I do like a gloss finish. You know, it looks like it's missing, or at least you can't see all the details that I did for it if I do like a gloss finish to it. But yeah, I mean, what else can I talk about? I elected not to use the weapons that came with the kit because I don't know, I'm gonna use that for something else. So I bought this little miniature great sword on a local miniature store, I want to say, and it to me, that's just me, it works great, you know. The only weapon that I actually use for this build is the rifle, and that's it. Yeah, not a lot of things, right? This is just mostly, you know, me figuring out the best way to apply the colors that I chose for it. You know, I'm a big proponent of using more than 6 colors on your kits, because, you know, to me, it looks better when you have all that selection for the colors for your build. I mean, I know I don't usually use like 6 or more colors on my builds, but whenever I have the chance, I'll do it, okay? Because it just looks way better if you use more colors. But yeah, so time to read some comments while I show off more beauty shots. I know it's been a while since I read comments. You know, I don't get a lot of them, so I like to save up most of them, you know, and I'm also not gonna read all of them because it's gotten to a lot too, and but I'm gonna try to get most of them. So first comment is from Bo Lee. He said, thanks to you for the information. This was the video for my master grade high new Gundam Verka with the heavy weapon system mechanical clear version. It's a news perspective video. Yeah, you know, Bobo Lee. I appreciate the comment. I hope I helped give you more info, and I was able to show you what the clear kit actually looks like built, because there's not a lot of them floating around on the internet. Alright, so next comment is from Morecraft23. He said, that's cool, you took the time to show the process. Awesome job, man. That is from my video Gunpla tutorial 102, matte coat over a gloss coat. Is it possible to have a matte finish? You know, more craft. I appreciate that comment. That video was made to answer my question when I was still was getting into my very first couple of customs. You know, I didn't really know a lot of stuff, and it required me doing a lot of experimenting to see if I can get those kinds of results. That's why I made that video. Does that, you know, I don't know if that answer made sense to you. I hope it did. I'm not the smartest person in the world, but you know, but that's what that video was. It's just to answer questions I had before when I was first getting into customizing my kits. Let me see here. Next comment is from Max Models. He said, I agree totally. I always gloss before decals and panel lining, then matte to finish. What you can't do is gloss after matte, because at best you will end up with a satin finish, but it takes heaps of coats and it looks crap at best. That comment was also from the Gunpla tutorial 102. I appreciate you taking the time to watch the video, Max Models. Thank you also for the info that you just gave me right there. I'll keep that in mind next time you know, I do another custom and I want to do some kind of like satin finish, and he said it might look like crap, so you know, I might prefer that kind of look, so we'll see. Alright, so next comment is from Dave Pikey, Last Chance. He said, I like the energy in this video. That comment is from the Gunpla tutorial 101, which is the basics of Gunpla scribing. Dave Pikey, I appreciate the comment. I hope you took some kind of lesson from that. I don't claim to be an expert in scribing. Actually, it is my second most hated thing to do when it comes to doing a custom. But I know it's something that has to be done in order for my kits to look, you know, awesome. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants their custom builds to look awesome, including me. That's why I do it, even though I hate it, okay? But yeah, I appreciate that comment there, Dave Pikey. I think he's also in my my Las Vegas freaking Facebook group. You know, thank you, Dave, if you ever watch this video. The next comment is from my boy Musha Gundam. You know, this guy always leaving comments on my video. I appreciate him. He said, my problem is the symmetrical lines. You know what, Musha, me too. Okay, so that's why I hate scribing, because I know I have to do symmetrical stuff, and what I have to do on the one side, I also got to do on the other side. And you know, it's just not. I hate it. I also have problems with it. You're not the only one. More comments here. It's from Jonathan Harp. He said, I gotta say, love the review. I disagree with some stuff without going into details. I like sticker a lot more than water slides. I like to airbrush my kits. This is one of the few I actually want to just panel line, top coat a build. It's an awesome kit. Thank you, Jonathan Harp, for that comment. You know, we all have different tastes. Oh yeah, that comment is from Noob's Perspective. Full Mechanic L Calamity Gundam that I made. You know, we all have our own taste when it comes to kits. That's just my feeling about it. And you are also entitled to your own opinion. And I'm not saying that the kit is not good. It looks awesome to me. It's just that there's just that one teeny things that I didn't like about it, but it's a great kit. And you should definitely get it, or any of you should. Everybody should get it if you have the chance to buy it. Probably my last comment to read, because I don't want this video to be that long. So this comment is from Kusing Numpak Alpar Asli. He said, I hope I said that right. I'm sorry if I didn't. He said, I always prefer a HG variant because RG Zaku are so weak, painful to posing it, and always getting worried it's part of getting broken when I grab it. I'll just call you Kusing because I can't say all that again. I've never built the HG Zaku Red Comet, whatever that version is, but I do have it, and one of these days I'll build it and compare the two. But yeah, I do agree that RG looks great, but it is a pain to like pose or, you know, make it stand up by itself because the joints are very weak. They call it the early real grade syndrome, where all the skeleton of the kid is very weak and they just degrade, you know, the joints get weaker and stuff. But yeah, I do agree with that. But yeah, so that's all the comments that I'm gonna read for now. I'm gonna try to read more as I make more videos. My next build, I don't know what I'm gonna build next. That's gonna be to be determined. I hope you guys like the end result of this build. It's not the best, you know. There's a lot more people on YouTube that does customs way better than me with the crazy editings and stuff, but that's, to me, that's a lot of work. I try to avoid doing that, but sometimes I will try to do it. But I'm not the best at this, and what this channel is me chronicling my journey of being a Gunpla expert or a Gunpla god, just like everybody else, you know. I can't be freaking Studio G or those other freaking awesome freaking customizers, but I try my best, you know, and I'm getting there. This is clearly a step above from everything I've done, at least in my opinion so far, and I really like how this turned out, and for me this is the best custom that I've done so far. And I appreciate you guys, you know, watching these videos with me and stuff, because I also watch my own videos because I'm narcissistic like that. What am I gonna build next? I don't know. I got a lot of built kits that I haven't painted yet, so it's gonna be not determined yet what I'm gonna do next. But stay tuned for more videos, alright? So that's it for me. Subscribe if you like. Everybody stay safe, and thank you for watching. Bye. Peace.